Alright YouTube, welcome back to Christman Garage. It's Big Job Tuesday, and you guessed it, we got a big job going on. We're back on this 19-foot Proline center console. She's covered up, been raining a little bit. I don't know how good you can tell, but that tire right there is leaning towards the boat. It's got a bunch of negative camber in it, and done some investigating, done some studying on her, and figured out that our axle is bent. So we're gonna go ahead and build us another axle. Rode down to Agri Supply, got these Toe King spindles, got us a piece of 2x2 by 1/4 inch square tubing. The inside diameter on this is 1.5 inches, and the outside diameter on this is exactly 1.5 inches as well. So what I like to do is come here with my marker and mark these 90 degrees. Just kind of eyeball it all the way around. And then I'll take my grinder and I'll knock me a flat spot here, 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 all 4 sides. And then you'll be able to slide it in there like we did this one right here. All right, y'all, I got my Michael Jackson glove on. Call me the Thriller. Anyway, I digress. Whatever happened to Michael Jackson anyway? I guess some things will always be a mystery. Yeah. Alright, so I got my old Weld Pack 125 HD Lincoln Electric. Give you a little backstory on this old unit here. I got this when I was like 13 or 14 years old. And first thing I ever built with it was that utility trailer, just full of junk you see off in the distance. But anyway, we'll be working on it in some future videos. But anyway, this thing, NASCAR performance, you know that thing is gonna be fast. Matter of fact, I even built the old hot rod with that weld machine right over here in this backyard. Built that race car right in front of that second building over there on cement blocks and wood, right out there in a little flat spot. Anyway, get your axle leveled up as such, and then level it up this way, check for level this way. Now you can tell that we got her pert near close right there, like that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and lay us a tack right here on top. Just a little light tack for the time being. I'm gonna roll this old axle over like this, and we're gonna check for level that way. And we are level. Do. Want it. There we go. Moved on her that time. That's level. And that's level. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come in here. We're gonna come right in here and lay us another little light tack. Like that. And we'll roll this on over, lay another tack. Alright, we got her tacked all the way around, and you're gonna want to quarter weld it. So you're gonna come in here, weld, let it cool, then go to the other side. So you'll weld here, then we'll weld the bottom, then we'll let it cool all the way down. Then we'll weld here, then we'll weld here, let it cool, you're done. But in the meantime, we need to get us some painter's tape or some duct tape or something and go ahead and tape this thing up so we don't get no weld splatter on it. Alright, I'm back. See, that didn't take long. Oh, by the way, wardrobe change. Had to get me some long sleeves. Can't stand welding in short sleeves. Burns the hair off my arm. It's uncomfortable. Got our spindle taped up and protected. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna lay a bead in here. And y'all are fitting to witness some of the most ungodliest, ugliest booger welding you have ever seen in your life. Stay tuned. That went well. We're gonna roll it over 180 degrees. Anyway, we're gonna make this other pass here, and we're gonna let her cool. And let it cool, boo. Y'all in there, y'all can see that. That's your first one right there. That's your second one right there. And we'll let it cool, and then we'll get the top and the bottom. Or would that be the left and the right? I never was good with directions. But anyway, we're gonna get that tire off that trailer right there and do some more figuring. And I'll bring y'all back in for some ciphering and some arithmetic. We got her welded up all the way around. We go ahead and pull this super duper sticky tape off of here that we use to prevent splatter. And all you need is a little bit of acetone or some gasoline, and it'll get the rest of the goo right on off. But that right there is hot enough to melt your fingerprints to it right now. So we got to let that cool. See, this is my spring center here, and I took what's underneath the boat trailer, measured off the back of the brake flange to here. Made sure the spindle was identical to the spindle underneath the trailer. Got that right. And then I measured from here down to here and got my other spring center to center. Now we're gonna go ahead, get this other spindle fit in here. I'm not gonna show y'all that. We're gonna get it fit, get it welded. Then we'll go ahead and get it up underneath the trailer, get it fit, make sure everything fits right and everything's gonna bolt up fine. Put the tires on it, check it. Then we'll pull it back out and we'll go ahead and paint it. And I'll show y'all some of that tomorrow. But for right now, it's getting too dark to video, and I'll be back with y'all later. All right, y'all, it's the next day. We're back on this axle. Y'all have to forgive me, my hair is just a mess today. But we're gonna talk about some more measurements and go ahead and get this thing painted. Show you all what we're cooking with. We're gonna go ahead and widen these holes out with our final drill bit, knock some of this surface rust off. This side over here is already taped up and ready to be painted. We just need to wipe it down with a degreaser, and then we're gonna hit it with some of this old smoked gray. I don't know if y'all have ever noticed or not, but these big jobs can be like aniseeds. Once you get into them, they go to growing and multiplying on you. Anyway, we found a wheel bearing seal on this side that had gone to the bed. Let me show you all this grease. It looks like mint ice cream. I hate mint ice cream. Mint chocolate chip. I mean, who even thought that mint and chocolate would go together? I don't know. Look at this bearing. Look at this grease. Look how thin it is. And look at the color of it. It looks disgusting. But anyway, this old seal had gone to the bed. So we're going to get these races knocked out and get this hub cleaned up. I'll show y'all how to put that back together too. But you had that on these big jobs. The big jobs will get you. Old Cobra. Hey, did y'all hear about the daggone Cobra that it broke out up there in Raleigh? The old zebra Cobra. Old girl on the hunt, son. I hope she don't find no race cars up there. There's gonna be some tore up mess up there in Raleigh. That old Cobra find her a race car up there. Oh, brown. Anyway, let me stop rambling, get this thing cleaned up, and I'll bring y'all back in here and see what we're working with. Alright, y'all. I'm probably gonna get some flack for this. But does this face look like it's real bothered by that? I didn't think so. Bring it on. Bring it on. Alright. Alright, we got her all cleaned up. This daggone wheel bearing had near about turned into a big job all in itself. Now make sure when you put these things together that you get as much dirt and grime and grit in it as possible. That makes it seat up better. Okay. Take the old one and lay him on there as such. You gotta give me something I can beat this new one down in there with. Alright, we got our races put in. Next thing we're going to do is go ahead and get this, finish packing this bearing and get this seal ready to go in. This right here is just regular old marine grease, and pack grease in these grooves on this bearing. And then go ahead and start putting you some in your hub. You go ahead and put this seal in first. So then you got to take this seal out and tear this one up so you can put your bearing in. Alright, you be very careful when you go to putting this seal in, because it want to get what they call whoppy jawed on you. That's a term you learn on the big jobs. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Drop it down until it's just flush. Perfect. Yeah, that one wanted to be kindly aggra-fretting. We got her though. Y'all saw it. Make sure you get plenty of grit in your new bearings. I don't know why they call these U-bolts. They're square. Wouldn't they be square bolts? Or rectangle bolts? I don't know. Ain't nobody gonna accuse me of being smart. Always want to inspect all this stuff, make sure it's not, you know, starting to rust out and things like that, because this thing does get used in salt water. We're going to take some of this big gap filler for the big jobs, and we're going to fill this axle tube right here on the end, keep water from getting in this thing. Well, that clearly didn't do like I wanted it to do. Blowed it slam out. Oh no, now I got it on me. Lord have mercy. This is terrible. I done made a John Brown mess. The reason for the foam and the silicone is to keep water from getting in the axle tube. Salt water get in that thing and it'll sit in there and it can't get out, and it'll rust that tube out. These holes are your centers for your leaf springs. We're gonna get this thing under there and get it bolted down. All right, here we go. We'll go together with this bearing, this new axle. Somebody boogered the threads up on the end of this brand new spindle. Get some tires on this thing. Bearing buddy, cotter pin. She gonna be wrapped up. All right. Appreciate y'all watching. If you hadn't already, like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss a video. And until next time, if she's giving trouble, she's probably going to the bed.